So we are just gonna get this going, I guess. So World in a Jar, for those that do not know what World in a Jar is a skyblock survival-esque game wherein every single thing you need is in a jar. And so in time, our goal is to obviously mine up blocks and work our way to the separate jars to collect other materials as we need them. So we are gonna have to figure out how to do that, and also keep ourselves alive. I've decided against making this a hardcore. I thought about making this a hardcore miniseries, but given that I've never tried it before, and there's a lot of ways to die, we are not going to do that. So we are just going to work with that. And yes, I saw when I was downloading it something about special places, so I know to keep my eye out for things. But I did not watch anybody play through this. I have not looked into it more than just what I needed to download it. So that's the plan. So I guess the place to start is, I guess, right here. But I kind of want to change. I want to change the music to a little more like low-key jazzy music. So let me see if there's a nice more relaxed little album that we can listen to. I think that would be nice. Maybe this. We'll start with this, see what happens. We're in a jar. Yep, we're in a jar. And we've got books, so read me. We'll start with this book. World in a Jar Remastered. Summary. All right, page 2, sponges. Page 3, dimensions. 4, teleporters. 6, settings. 7, creator's note. 8, credits. Sponges. Did you know that there are sponges hidden on almost every jar of the map? Can we find them all? I don't know, but we should try. My day is great. Thank you for asking. How is your day going? I'm glad to hear that your day is going well, but I hope it has been a great day for you. Tall jar, small jar, big jar, wide jar, and very skinny. Yep. Red jar, blue jar. We can do some I don't know, Dr. Seussian things. So next, dimensions. Both the nether and the end are custom made with jars. We can't make the portals ourselves. However, someone's selling the location of some old forgotten portals that might still work. So I'm guessing there's maybe a villager or something that we can find in time. Teleporters. Since some jars are pretty far away, these teleporters might come in handy. So to set up, place down a colored shulker box with a button on the top face. Stand on the box, we'll see some particles, go somewhere else, and do the above steps again using the same color. Interesting. Okay, so we can set up ways to port ourselves between places. That's really cool. Set our render distance below 30 chunks. I think we are. Yeah, we're at 29. I'll do 21 though. Why not? We'll make it even smaller. Okay. Optifine recommended. We're using mods. Oh, actually, we can turn on our shaders. I always forget to turn the shaders on. There we go. That looks much better. All right. Do not change the game difficulty. I will not. Is that a mango? I love mangoes, if that's what you're showing. Love mangoes. Or is it a lemon? I really can't tell from the picture, I'm not gonna lie. And then over there, it looks even, right here, it looks even more different than what it looks like for me. I can't even tell what fruit that is now. I think it's a mango. I love mangoes. Yeah. One of the best fruits. Do not change the difficulty. My favorite snack that I used to have in my car all the time was dried mango. Just like the sweetened, like sugar covered dried mango slices. I love them so much. Yeah. All right. If you're recording a video, please credit me with the map link. I can absolutely do that. I will put that in the description. So there we go. Cool. All right. So that is book number 1. We're going to keep that safe. I feel like that is important. Book number 2, unless it's a repeat. Okay, it's a repeat just in case we're dumb and lose the books. All right. So the nice thing is we have got chests. We've got a chest, got a crafting bench, and we've got a light source, which is fantastic. So we can start with that. Yeah, these shaders are beautiful. Actually, what shaders are we using? So we're just using Complementary Reimagined, but I think they look incredible in here. What does BSL look like in here? I think we're gonna want to stick with complimentary. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think complimentary looked even better than this. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, how's it going? My grandparents in Puerto Rico had 2 mango trees. Oh, wow. That would be so fun to have a mango tree. We'll give Solus the time of day too. We'll look at Solus. I think, yeah, complimentary is the way. So we're going to do complimentary. We're sticking with that. Dillamati, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. So we're back to complimentary. I can't decide if it's a smart idea to try and gear up on things before we dive down into here, but I kind of feel like we need to dive down into here. Okay, it just stops there. Okay. I know, dude, BSL is pretty. I know, now that we're looking at this, it's a little lighter. I know. But I think maybe let's start with growing some more sugarcane. Just to get a little bit more planted down and at least growing for us. I think that's not a bad idea. But sounds good. That's fun. All right, I've got, we'll just, I don't know where else to plant that sugarcane right now, so I'm not going to touch it right now. I want to tear down this tree, but I'm worried about tearing down this tree. I feel like that's going to be a, I don't know. I don't want to tear down the tree and then have us be like, oh, darn, we wanted that tree. But I think that's kind of what we need to do to start. I don't think there's anything else. Maybe we just do it. Maybe we'll try and cut it down. Oh, that would be so cool. Well, I'm glad you're getting to spend time with him then. If you guys don't live together and he lives far away, that's nice. I'm just going to tear down the tree. Yep, I think the tree's got to go. I know. Kind of sad, but it's what we got to do. Sonny, thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. I feel bad because this is a very nicely designed tree, so I feel bad that I am tearing this down. But alas, that's what we must do. So there we go. Okay, it's already getting to be nighttime, or is it storming? It looks like it's storming. I've got the better clouds on, and it's hard to tell what the weather is 9 times out of 10. I know, I agree. Interesting that they're wood blocks and not logs. But I suppose if you're going to design a custom tree, that's probably the better way to do it, because then you don't have the weird little flat spaces of the logs hanging out here and there. So I will say I get it, but it is a little, it's definitely different. How many deaths is it? I know, that's what I'm asking. I'm trying to figure out. I don't know how many deaths, to be entirely honest. I know. I'm gonna feel, I'd feel really bad if they were watching and they were like, I worked hard on that tree, you're not supposed to tear it down. I bet I don't die until I leave the first row. I also agree with that. Oh, dude, I haven't had a guava in so long. But same thing. Guava with just like a little bit of either, you could throw like some spice on top of that, or some sugar. Delicious. Loading. I appreciate the loading. Okay. I think we've got enough wood for me to actually make, you know, a pickaxe or an axe or anything if I wanted to. You think 8 deaths? That is absurd. That feels rude. I hope I don't have 8 deaths. I'd be so sad. Okay, let's turn, you know what? We're going to turn not all of that. Not even all of that. There we go. Now we can do that. So we'll do that and that. Now we got those. We can finish cutting this all down and then turn to get some stone and then actually have some stone tools to use. I think 2 to 3 deaths today is my guess. I think I'm going to have 1 death and then I'm going to make a dumb choice and die again. That's what I think is going to happen today. Are we talking avocado? I love avocados too. Here's the thing. I'm one of those people who most fruits and vegetables I actually genuinely enjoy. It's okay, Marky. I understand. My track record is not very good for dying less than 8 times. The under 8 for now. All right, look at that. We got the betting starting early. I am good at dying. I am very good at dying. You know, I have not yet died in my hardcore world though. That's all I gotta say. We're better than that. Doing much better than that. There we go. All right. Let's yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like I have got the hardcore thing at least better than I do most things. And the spoiler for today is that I don't die. I'm not dead yet. So technically something's working there, right? I've done something right. Actually, I'm not going to make a wooden shovel. We're going to go mine some of this up. I feel like making a wooden shovel is a waste. You really hate school? Why do you hate school? Yeah, I think the stress of dying is making me make good decisions, yeah. And thus is the human condition. I actually really enjoy that hardcore world. The video coming out tomorrow, I get actually quite a bit done. Okay, there's glass there. I've had a war flashback to being on one chunk and just losing our diamond off the edge. But we're good. Is that a village? It is a village. Nice. That's good, Trio. Thanks for hanging out. I will do my best to not die. I salute to you. I will do my darndest. Thank you for hanging out. He's being a wimp in hardcore. Okay. Hey now. I would say I am being very brave. I'm a brave guy. You can't tell me I'm not being brave. I'm more brave in the 2 episodes that are the one coming out tomorrow and the one next week. I'm very brave. That's what my mom tells me. My mom says I'm very brave. Yes, it must be raining because look, it's like reflecting as if the rain's getting down here, but it's not. So, Trio, I appreciate the sub. I hope you have a great night. You know what? I actually don't need these buttons. We're just gonna leave them as fun designs, and we're gonna plant some more trees. Boom and maybe boom. I don't know if that'll grow there. We'll try with this tree placement for now and see how those go. Okay. Torches, not a bad idea, but I think we don't worry about torches or anything like that for the time being. We just focus on digging our way down and finding the space. I kind of am wondering if maybe we just dig out the edge as we go too. Oh yeah, no, we should definitely have torches down here or else things are going to spawn in here with us, and I don't wish to die a terrible death in this mining hole, but we'll get to it as we go. We'll just have it slowly go off that way, I think. Okay. We can have a small set of torches for now. We'll make more. Yeah, the deaths will definitely come early if I do that. That is a fair point. So it sounds like those spiders are directly next to me, so maybe we'll do a little right-hand dive and take a look and see if they're just right there. It really sounds like it. What is that, diorite? It is diorite. Okay, maybe they're not right there. Well, we can grab the iron. The iron's gonna be helpful, so we'll grab this. Light this up while we're down here too. What's up, Sten? How's it going? Let the creepers help me mine is a fantastic idea. That seems like a really good way to survive. Okay, I can't tell if they're above us or under us, so I'm just gonna forget about it. There he is! The big man himself. Very nice. Very nice. Percussioning the kiddos sounds like you were abusing children, but Guys, everyone congratulate Death, because Death also got to 1,000 subscribers this week. I don't, was it early? It was earlier this week. Hello, Death, my old friend. The world may never know. That is true. That is true. Death, I was looking at your channel earlier. Is your profile picture Death the Kid from Soul Eater? Yeah, you became a famous speedrunner by doing a goofy speedrun and people liked it. Is that? Oh, this is just the bottom of this. Oh. I thought this was like a much larger jar of dirt. Hello, Death, my friend. Yes, very good, Tim. Okay, well, I don't know where these spiders are, but we're gonna have to go hunting for them. We're working on a new video. Exciting. I have the video for tomorrow and the video for Sunday and the video for next Wednesday all done because I'm going to be out of town, so I needed to have them all ready to go. So they're actually, that's technically a lie. The hardcore video for next week is not completely done yet, but it is almost done because I need to have it done before I leave. Let's cook up some iron. Editing takes time. Is that extra wood up there, or is that... I can't tell if that's wood or mushroom blocks. I think that's wood. We might need to go and grab that later. Oh, there's salmon in here too. Editing takes time, dude. Oh, yes, we should. That's a great point, because I scheduled it at my normal time. That's a fantastic point. Nice. That sounds like a great video. Do I get to keep these roots? Nope. Goodbye, roots. Oh no, don't do that. There we go. Okay. So they've got to be right here. I just feel like we're getting so close to the... Are they really right here? This is just... This just feels like we're... Yeah, this is just below the surface. I don't know about this one, friends. I don't think our sound is being kind to us. Why? Why did it do that? I think that would be cool, Zen. That's so dumb. Oh, is that the whole situation that you were talking about the other day? I tried to pick up what I could from the auto-generated, whatever I'm looking for. The auto-generated translation. That's dumb. I'm sorry about that, dude. Yeah, Zen, I agree. I think that'd be fun to watch. Any of those would be fun to watch. Yeah, honestly, that's probably what it is they're just jealous. The good thing is you've got all the time and all the creativity. So you can bounce back. I know you can. This is really dark on stream. I'm sorry, guys. It's real nice and dark down here. I should just keep the torches in my offhand like this. Are the spiders this way? Is that maybe the problem? Am I just digging the wrong way for the spiders? I don't think so. I think they're underneath us. You're just bored. Nor are you bored? Oh, I should do imposter check. You're right. I haven't done imposter check in a minute. you just bored because your boyfriend's still cooking dinner? Is that why? All right, let's clear this area up. I was thinking do ATM 10, Homestead, Better MC, and other mod packs. Yeah, that sounds great. Well, that's always kind of the worst place to be at, Maddie, is like the, you know, I want to play a game, but at the same time, I don't feel like playing a game at all. I know exactly that feeling, and that is how I spend a lot of my time. Actually, yesterday, I sat at my computer for like, actually, no, it wasn't yesterday. It was on Sunday. Sat at my computer for a couple hours, and I was like, I really want to play a game, but I don't really want to work on a video right now, and I'm not like, right now, I'm really enjoying when I sit down to play Minecraft, actually like making videos out of it. So I'm not like jumping onto Minecraft just to play like a solo world or anything right now. And so I was like sitting here just like debating what to play for so long because I was like, oh, I want to play something, but I don't. At the same time, just didn't want to do anything. Yeah, play Minecraft. Always recommend Minecraft. There is a dungeon, I know. I think we found where the spiders are. It makes me kind of want to turn this into like a little bit of a string farm or something if we can, though. Because then we can get unlimited wool. And I don't think that's a bad idea. Kind of what I'm thinking. So maybe we can set it up and then close it off. So well, let's hold on. Let's do a little bit of excavating here to make sure we've got the whole perimeter opened up. Okay. Yeah, I also could probably see a death coming. I hope it does not come, but jeez. That is a lot of footage. The seed is being really kind to me with all the iron, I know. I wonder if it's because I'm playing in 1.21.8, whatever we're on right now, instead of on 1.18. Because I think 1.18 is technically what I was supposed to play this on, but I didn't. Yeah, I know. I'm a big rebel. I just didn't want to have to make another instance of Minecraft, to be entirely honest. Yeah, that's so something I really do want to try and make in maybe the next hour, I don't know, we'll see, is a raid farm. I think a raid farm. Here's the thing, if I make a raid farm, I don't need an axe. Oh well, whatever. I made an axe and I can use the axe. I think a raid farm, it makes it basically a done deal. Like, as soon as I've done that, I have officially won my hardcore challenge, I'd think. Because then I just have unlimited totems and things. So, I don't know. I want to make a raid farm, but at the same time, I feel like that might put me in a place where it's like, well, now look at you, you goober. You've just basically won the game. Resource packs. Yeah, we got our minimal armor on. Minimal armor. All right. We'll dump some of that in there, but not all of it. We'll take some more for more torches. Yeah. I know. That's what, like, I'm just kind of torn because I want to survive the 100 days, or 100 days. What am I saying? Sorry, I'm reading all the messages as I'm trying to talk. I want to survive the 24 hours, and I do want to have totems, but I don't want to like have a billion totems. Yeah, and then, you know, then it's just like, okay, well now we're just watching Sam play Minecraft as normal. So that is true. I do have to remember to use a totem, but given my track record on how attentive I've been to the hardcore series so far, I would probably not forget to do that. So I'm just trying to decide if it feels a little too much like cheating, even though it's not. It's literally in the game. I'm just trying to decide kind of what limits I want to push for it. But at the same time, like, if it'll help me reach my 24 hours, that's really what the original goal was. So I just gotta decide kind of what the limits are for me and what I think will keep people enjoying, because I think if I get the totem and the raid farm and everything, it basically is just another solo survival series for 20 more hours, you know? So yeah, I think 24 hours warrants not needing to do all the totems. I think that is kind of how I'm feeling as well, unless I am to do an actual physical raid at the village and handle it properly like that, because I can. We've all watched me make it through a raid without dying. We've all watched it happen. Those golden carrots kept me going when those Vexes were chasing me. So we all know I can do it. It's just not easy to do. Yeah. I think if I was gonna do like surviving, you know, 100 hours or something, you know, crazier, I might do a totem farm or something, you know, that pushes the limits just a little bit more. But I think for the situation wherein, you know, I'm only trying to survive 24 hours, there's no reason I can't just try and do it on my own. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, taking back. Yo, what's up? Welcome back. Taking bets to fight the dragon is like one of the fastest ways to kill the dragon, because you can just put it there where it roosts, and as long as you stay out of the blast zone, you can just use them to just dump damage on the dragon. It's a pretty busted way to do it, but it's kind of the meta way to do it in speedruns. Glad to have you back. How's your week been? How's everybody's week's been? I feel like I normally start my streams with that, and I didn't even ask. I was too excited to jump into the world. It's good. It was good. It was my sister-in-law's bachelorette party and my soon-to-be brother-in-law's bachelor party this weekend. So we had very busy weekends because V and I planned both. Well, I assisted in the planning of my soon-to-be brother-in-law's, but Veronica actually planned hers. So props to her, because that's a lot of effort. But yesterday felt like Friday. Oh, those weeks always stink when you're like, I thought yesterday was Friday and now I have to make it through the whole week. There we go. Yeah, the nice thing is I have Friday off this week because I am going on my trip, so I at least have like 1 day shorter to my week, but it's still just like arguably almost worse, because then now the whole week I'm like chasing the last day, you know? So Cymonks, what's up? Oh, that's exciting. I mean, I don't know if having to move is exciting for you, but I think moving to Europe would be lovely. Busy work is job security. That is true. That's true. Yeah, your days never end. You're still working. I bet you're still working overtime right now, Cymonks, aren't you? Yep. But look, you're still here hanging out. Ah, that's fair. Yeah. I hope whoever got injured is okay, though. But I suppose that is kind of the risk of that, is like, well, when there are this many people out on the job, that is the risk. Yeah. Summer coming to an end is never a fun thing. I had, like, all the kids on our street started school back up this week, so that's been like the talk of everything, is all the kids are going back to school and all the parents are like, oh, my kids are growing up. Which, I say that with that tone now because I don't have kids. I'm sure when I have kids, I will also be that parent who's like, oh, my kids are growing up. I love cold too. Here's my thing. I would rather be cold than hot. And it's because you can always put on layers, but you can only take off so many. Like, that's always my mentality. So. Ooh, jeez. That's wild. I can't even imagine what that's like. Some of our friends had a kid just over a year ago, and like it's just wild to see how big she is already. Cause like, I mean, I remember the day that baby came home, and it's like, oh my gosh, you're like a child now. She was like walking around. Can you, if you go to the bottom and you scroll it to the front, it might catch you up. On the vertical stream, sometimes it backs you up for whatever reason. I don't know why the vertical stream does that. Oh, dude, it's been beautiful here the last 2 days. It's been like 50 in the mornings, and right now it's 71. It's beautiful. I've been able to wear, look at this. I'm wearing actual sleeves today, and I wore this green jacket behind me. I wore that yesterday. So. Oh, that's wild. I don't know why it's doing that, man. If I'm hot and I'm at home. Yep, that's fair. No, it makes sense. Yeah, I can't even imagine. Take off your lizard skin. That's hilarious. I am happy. I am happy. I got my layers on. I mean, it's just one layer because this is just like a, it's just like a sweater t-shirt kind of thing. I don't know. It's technically something I got for like golf at one point, but it's got this zipper back here that I think is fun. It's just like right here. So it could be like a good running jacket or something if I, you know, wanted to run and it was a little cooler out. So that's all I gotta say. Sounds good. Good night, little Zen. We need to figure out food. We only got up to 84 today. Oh my gosh, that's so chilly. Middle kiddo is 18 and my daughter's 13 in 8th grade. Wow. I can't even imagine what that's like then, because I know you said last time your oldest is 22, I think. That's about the split that my siblings and I were, though. We're all three years apart. That's cool. Good for your uncle. I am so bad at golf, but I love playing it. I don't think you're the oldest here. I can think of exactly one person in chat who will argue with you about being the oldest here. I'll let him speak for himself, though. Yeah, there we go. I was just waiting for him to step in. All right, let's continue down. So we're gonna light this up. Oh, what in the what? What do we got going on here? Are these trap chests? Oh my gosh, there's so many of these spiders. I should probably put up the shield, right? They're all stuck on the ceiling. That works. Can I throw some more torches on these? Maybe it'll stop it from spawning. Okay. Are we sure that none of these are trapped? I don't know, but I'm grabbing them like they are. All right. That one's handled. That one's good. What else can we grab from here? Not much more. Okay, let's go take this stuff up and then we'll come back down. And then I think we should turn that into a string farm. I think that would be a really great idea. Look at you. Yeah, you're probably the youngest one in here, Anonymous. That was a quick fight. Oh, that was goofy. All right, let's put this stuff up. Okay, what all are we gonna need? So we're gonna need a bucket of water, probably a few. And a campfire, which I've saved up some of these, and we've got By the way, this is all a hypothetical design. I don't know if this is actually going to work, but I want it to work. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if it will work because the spiders, unless they are immediately funneled, could still climb, right? I don't know how this will work, but we're going to give it a try as if we were experts and knew how to make this work. Okay. Also, I'm going to put a torch or something up here. I feel like it's just dark in this corner. There's a creeper up there. Probably one up there too. Actually, speaking of that, do we want to go up there? I don't know. We can go up there. Let's focus on the task at hand, and then we'll go check out the rest of this place. But I think we found kind of the big thing that is in this one. There might be, I believe there being diamonds and stuff down here though, so we could definitely check over there too. Got our golden apple. So what I am thinking is if we are to take away all of this stuff, and then make, I don't know what's the best thing to mine skulls with, and then make the area underneath it just a little bit wider, they might be able to just spawn into the air and then down. I don't know if, my worry is they're just going to immediately be able to climb though, so I'm not sure what will or won't work for spiders. I feel like spiders are the trickiest of the mobs to try and trap into something. Honestly, for that reason, this might not be a worth it project because we could just let them spawn and just make a viewing spot for us to look at them and hit them if we need. So honestly, that might be the better option, but I'm going to at least give this a try and just see. Yeah. Yeah, I think I don't think spider spawners are worth the, I don't know, because you can't really do anything with them. Because like, here's the thing, if I put water down, they're just gonna climb up the walls, just like they have, and get jammed in there. Yeah, no, it's a good crew of, we got a really good age range, I think, in our group of friends here. So that's all I gotta say. I think I'm gonna go with the plan to not make this any more complicated than it needs to be. We've already got a spawner here, so let's take out the lights. We'll let spawning actually happen, and then that way we can do, I don't know, something right here, like I was saying, that allows us to actually see the spiders and get them to come over to us to fight instead of us needing to like force anything. So I think that works really well. And then we just keep this whole space illuminated as it is, and that'll work. So I'm going to go down here now, and we are going to try and find any diamonds or other things that might be hidden in here, because there's redstone in here. And I'm assuming, oh, but this is updated for 1.18. So I'm assuming there's probably a deep slate one somewhere that would go even further down, but we can always just do a little dig right through the center and just see. Big brain moment. For me or for you? Did you have a big brain moment? Oh, hey, we found the sponge and diamonds. Oh my gosh, look at us. Look at that. Okay. Okay, no, we burned a diamond. My poor diamond. I'm so sorry. You didn't deserve that. Okay, well, we should recall. Oh, I hope this all isn't. I don't want, yeah, I don't want to cover up all that lava because we're going to need that lava. And it told us not to make nether portals, so we're not going to make another portal. But we are going to hold on to the lava just in case we need lava. Nope, yep, we're going to just continue to not do that. I don't want to cover it up. Yeah, we're going to leave the lava so that it doesn't get completely destroyed. So we're going to leave it like this. We do need to grab our little sponge, and we're going to put that up top to remind us that we have actually completed this space. And I don't want to dig into the lava. Yeah, there we go. I want to dig edge to edge, but I don't want to get us trapped in lava or anything like that. Oh, look, deep slate right over there. There it is. I am rich already. We got 4 diamonds. Look at us. Here is the back end of that spawner. So now we know where that is. See you, man. Take care. I'm always glad to have you here. I appreciate that. Now we just got to see what's going to happen next. Zach, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be other diamonds. I feel like the diamonds that were there were probably planted to be like, ah, look, you have, you know, now had this sponge found. Time for you to go do something else. Like, I feel like that's what that was. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Look at me. All I have to do is talk and then I get what I want. Okay. We need to make another pickaxe because we are out of that. We have the same amount of, I know. I know we do. I was looking earlier and I was like, oh my gosh, we're at the same one. Thanks, Marky. I appreciate that. Do we have any other? We do have a little bit more ore. Nice. Okay. I'm not gonna make a diamond pickaxe. Should I make a diamond pickaxe? Here's my thought. Okay. Yeah, let's run out the game plan here. So my idea is that I make diamond pickaxe. We bridge over there to where I know there's a librarian. I saw the librarian walking around earlier. So if we do that, then theoretically there's enchantments and things for us over there. That it might be worth it to make the diamond pickaxe, but if we're still digging around down there, I feel like maybe we still need the iron pickaxe, so we're not wasting all of that. Okay, I think I've answered my question. We're gonna do the iron pickaxe here, and then when it's time to go to the other spot, we're gonna change it up and do a diamond pickaxe. But I think for now we'll do an iron pickaxe while we're continuing to clear out the space down at the bottom. Yeah, we are growing together, and I think that's fantastic. We are going to put the sponge, by the way, I don't know, somewhere. We got to put it somewhere that we know these aren't despawning. Somewhere that reminds us that we have done this. And honestly, maybe that's just, if I look at that Enderman. Yeah, of course that won't work. I thought I'd give it a try. It would have been cool. We'll just put it somewhere like that for now and just have it be there. Zach, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that. Got it on both sides. Yeah, there's villagers all the way over here. All the way over here. And it looks like iron golems and things, which is nice. Yeah, that's honestly, that's my biggest recommendation is just make, I don't know. Yeah, just make videos and hang out and have fun with it. We need more food. We don't have a lot of food. Oh, I can break the glass. I haven't broken the glass yet because I've been trying to decide when that makes the most sense. I don't know. I'm worried that if I break the glass too early, it's gonna like allow scaries to get in here. I don't want any like Enderman or things like teleporting over into here yet. But yes, I can break the glass. I kind of had a silly idea. What if we tried to build like a pirate ship, like a, you know, like a boat in a bottle, but since this is vertical, we built the boat vertical, so like it's like going through like a fun house, so like we have to like, I don't know, like while we're walking through it, it feels like we're walking on the walls instead. And that's kind of what I was thinking. I thought that would be fun. Yeah, no, they're just glass. They're just glass, and I could shatter them if I want to. Yeah. Well, the thing is, like with screen recording on most phones, you could record playing, I don't know if you play any mobile games or something, like that's always something you could do. Or also with pretty much any phone, unless it's like, you know, like a flip phone, I guess would probably be the exception to this. You know, cameras are at least decent enough, even on the cheapest end of phones, that people can still make good videos and things with them. I don't know. I'm always a proponent of it's not about the gear, it's about the person. Cause like, I like the reason I have a nice camera and things is because I love cameras and that's why I have it. But like when I first started making videos, I was doing it on a webcam And then I realized I could plug in my camera that I already had and like, you know, kind of built things up from there. When I first started, I think I do have to worry about sleeping, but I'm not worrying about it right now because I don't have any wool. But I do have string, so I could probably make a bed. But like originally when I started, I was wearing a headset microphone that sounded absolutely terrible. It sounded like I was eating my mic all the time. And then I got this $90 microphone and I've never looked back because it does everything I need it to. But the problem is the working a lot. The working a lot I know is a difficult, like that's the kind of the biggest barrier to like having the time to do the extra creative things. Yeah, I actually am really amazed by the people who record like tutorials and things on Bedrock Mobile on their phone. Like yeah, I'm just amazed by it. I don't know if I could do it. Oh, one of the salmon got pushed out and died. That's so sad. Okay. I am going to dive back down and continue getting those diamonds. Yeah. Just things. Yeah. I'm a very strong proponent of. It's not about the gear. It's about what you want to do, and you know, because when I started making the videos, I didn't really have anything in mind other than I want to play games. Well, I want to play Minecraft because it's my favorite game, and if people want to watch me play Minecraft and hang out, then that's even better. Yeah, you've got all of our support, Marky. If you do, I'm excited to watch and support. Okay, well, it looks like we're not mining out that section because I don't want to lose all that lava. How far over does this lava go? It goes over there. Does it go right there too? No, it doesn't. Okay. So maybe we'll just dig in over here. Yeah. There's my Sam pep talk of the day. There we go. No, we just keep digging. See, I didn't know that, Death, until recently. I saw a video that was like comparing Elric to, or Elrich, I don't know if it's Elric or Elrich, but I think to Mr. Beast, and I was like, oh, who's this? And then I looked up their channel and I was like, oh my gosh. But it's cool. Trying to remember where our staircase was because I don't really want to like dig into our, maybe we can just dig in right here. Yeah, we'll just do this instead of trying to dig around to the other side. Just don't want to like dig in and mess up the other side. We just, yeah, there we go. All right, so I think if we go 3 over we should be okay. See, that's cool, and that's dedication too. That's super cool. I always wanted to make YouTube videos, and I loved watching Casey Neistat. That's who I loved watching when I was in high school. And so originally I was like, oh, what if I like vlog and do things like that? And then I decided that was not what I want to do, because while my life can be exciting a lot of the time, there's not really much going on in the Midwest that warrants vlogs. So that is not something that I pursued. But yeah, I have to say, I have not watched a lot of videos in other languages until meeting Death, and now I feel like I watch quite a few Spanish videos, for sure. I've also started watching a few. There's a guy that I like who actually is more like on the tech side of things, but he does like heart rate trackers and things. Quantified Scientist is his username, but he does all of his videos in both well, actually that's a lie. He does his videos in English. What's the other guy's name? It's like German reviews or something like that. Does like a video first in German and then a video in English following, and I have really enjoyed watching those. But they're kind of in that same space of like health tech reviews. But that's been pretty cool. Wonder if we could make an iron farm. Welcome back, Zen. We're just talking other languages once again, as we tend to do here. I don't understand why they would do that. Is it just you speak with more proper Spanish, or you actually are like using words that people don't really use? Bravo, muy bueno. And now it's time for Sam's once per stream lament about not sticking with Italian. I could have been so cool, Zen. I could have been so cool. Oh, look at that. That was the perfect stop. Nice. Interesting. That's cool. I know. I do need to practice. It's going great, Sky. How's it going for you? Yeah. I know we were kind of talking about that at the end of, or in last stream, was just the kind of difference between the formalities of Spanish in different areas. Jamming out to Epic, of course. That's great. That's fantastic. I still need to listen to Epic all the way through, but I have listened to Epic at least partially now, since our original conversation about it. Yes, yes, that's what we talked about the last stream, was that I should learn Spanish from Mexico first if I want to learn Spanish. But I'm a fake Ferrari fan because, you know, I can't speak Italian, so therefore, fake. I don't know why I'm mining this out like it's one chunk. We really don't need to be doing this. I know it is a very ironic argument, I know. I once watched a Puerto Rican guy argue with a Mexican guy about his... That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, American English is a huge mixing pot. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Come se non sapessi. How do you not... I don't know what sapessi is. Speak Italian. Insegnero un po'. Insegnero. I don't know what that one is either. Is it sign? Sapessi is to know. So how do you not know how to speak Italian? I don't know that one. Ah. Oh, well, yeah, get yourself back to real time because we're not speaking English anymore. Un po is a little. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I was like, but I guess I thought un po had P-U-O. Or is it just P-O? Or does it not matter and it's kind of both? Yeah, Zen also wants to teach me Italian. We'll just do secondary language classes with Sam. That's what I'm going to turn this channel into. Forget Minecraft. We are a channel dedicated to learning new languages now. Nope. This is Italian. Bocchino. Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense then. Yeah, Italian. Though I will say, I think Death, it's you who does not like French, right? That French is just hard. Okino. Yes, I know. I have to get back into it because CH is ka, CC is ch, C is the, yeah. Yes. That's true. That's true. Parley for fonts. That's pretty good, Tim. All right, I'm gonna make some more armor with the new stuff that we just got. Oh, and that's perfect. Look at that. We got a full set of armor and a new pickaxe out of that. Yeah, I feel like French is a hard language. It's a tough one. And that's coming from somebody who obviously does not. Yeah, when you put in an I after a C or CC, then it's the ch sound. Yeah, yeah. I didn't forget it all. I just forgot a lot of it. Okay. I am feeling like we've kind of drove our way through most of this section of this jar. I feel like it's not a bad idea if we kind of turn tail and head toward that village over there. I think that is a good idea. And then we can make our diamond pickaxe and maybe try and get that enchanted. But before we do that, I'm just seeing, like, you know, obviously every room has these caps that I think are stripped wood. So I want to go see if it actually is stripped oak or another type of wood. And then if we can go grab some more of that, we'll have even more building blocks, which would be nice. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. If I took Latin, I also would probably have considered religious studies, though. That isn't American. They say American English is the hardest to learn. I would agree. But I think to Marky's point, American English kind of, in a way, maybe makes it a little easier to learn other languages. Because we kind of have that melting pot of so many different languages being so prevalent in so much of American culture. Oh, Marky, that was you that said that. I don't know why I read that. The Death was saying that. Yeah. I would argue, yeah. See, but that's the thing. Isn't Mandarin like one of the... I don't think it's number one. I think English is technically number one, but isn't Mandarin up there for most spoken language in the world? Mandarin Chinese? I'm fairly certain. Hello, hello. Look at that, right on time as we're talking about French. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. I was pretty sure, yeah. That's fair. There's quite a few more people there than there are in the US. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, because I knew it was English, Spanish, and Mandarin. I just didn't know what order those were in. Yeah. All right. What do we got for string, and can we just get ourselves... Okay, we need just a little bit more string to make a bed, and then we can sleep. And then that way, when we escape out of here, hopefully we don't have any unnecessary run-ins with, there we go. Well, that works. With any phantoms or anything, because they should theoretically be in the game for this update. This is gonna keep spawning them in behind me, and I think I'm just gonna get assaulted by spiders. But this actually works. It's not really a spider farm, but it works to get us in and out of here and get the loot from the spiders. Look at that. All right. Boom. There we go. let's climb back up and make some more wool. There we go. What am I doing after stream? That is a fantastic question. I could sit in a Discord call with you. I was also asked by Nettie to help her set up a stream. So fun fact, Nettie is considering streaming. Yeah. Death doesn't remember any of that. I don't know what you're talking about. There was no French spoken in chat. Yeah, we can discuss the block pallets. We could do that. All right, we've got some salmon so that we can actually have some food. I'm gonna leave that bed there for now, and I think maybe we start the connection up to there. So that's, it looks like a 3-block wide path that starts here. So we're gonna break them, and we're going that way. 3 blocks. I hope that this lines up. If it doesn't line up, I'll be quite disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's actually, oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know what blocks line up or not. Hold on, before we do it, I want to go up there. I want to see if there's anything up there. Yeah, we'll just pillar up, right? It's probably safe enough, especially when the trees are this tall. Oh my gosh. Well, if we can just jump up onto the trees, we might not have to build very high at all. We'll just build up right here. That's fine. Yeah, that's not too bad. Okay. Speak Catalan, that's cool. Yeah, she's considering. Oh, there's light. Oh, there's a chest. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. Sure, I'll take your diamond hoe. That's funny. That's cool. Okay. I appreciate the secret gift. I am gonna take the chest though. Is there more? Nah, that feels greedy. Okay. Well, now I kind of don't want to take the extra wood, so maybe I'll leave that. But now we've got a diamond hoe, so that's fun. That's a fun little thing. Yes, we found the sponge while you were doing bedtime. We did find the sponge. It is right there. So we do have the sponge for this space already sorted out. We think take all the wood. We'll take all the wood when we need some more wood. Because right now we've at least got all of these trees growing and a bunch of other resources that I think we could leave it for right now and it would be okay. I guess the real question is, now we have to build our bridge, don't we? So we gotta do a fun bridge. And honestly, I'm just gonna use, you know what, let's inventory dump, and now we're just gonna grab all of the cobblestone. That is a ton of cobblestone. Oh my gosh. Inventory dump, cobblestone, and then we want you, probably you. All of those and you. All right, diamond pickaxe, probably. And how much more do we need? We need one more diamond for a chest plate. I'm gonna leave these just in case we have a unhappy time. And I suppose maybe we just start building our way that way. Yeah, I was thinking using slabs too, Tim, yeah. So let's just do it. Let's just turn a bunch of these into slabs. And hopefully that'll get us across easily enough. I'm also gonna break this one. I want it to be flush. Oh, or maybe we can do like we'll do like this, and then I like that. We'll make it, it's not going to be like, you know, the cutest bridge in the world, but it'll at least be a better bridge than it could have been. It'll at least have some level of protections. If I look at that Enderman, I swear I'm going to lose my mind. I'd laugh so hard if I just looked at the Enderman and then it was like, all right, well, you're dead now. Okay, we'll do, well, that now makes us have to open this up a little bit, but so if we do this, I did sing on video. That's true. That's true. What if we got him to actually do that? Oh wait, bro, I had the strangest dream of Sam singing Frozen on stream. I could sing Frozen on stream if that was what people really desired of me. Maybe that's what we can do. We can do in December. We can sing "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" or something. That is a great idea, Marky. I should take a crafting bench with me. That is not a bad idea at all. Yeah, let's just go grab the one. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble. Don't want to get hit. You know what happened to me today? I uploaded my video that's coming out on Sunday, which is with Zen for Mithril Realms. And I got a copyright notice about one of the songs that I used, which I got from Epidemic Sound, which I am licensed to use. So I had to dispute that today. So fun fact, I have now had to dispute a copyright claim on something that I have permission to use. I don't know. So hopefully that all resolves itself, and it was like, it wasn't a strike or anything. It was just a, hey, you copywrote this and put somebody's music in without giving credit, but I did. So I don't know. I disputed it and I hope it's nothing, but fun fact, I was kind of bummed about that today. I was like, oh, well, that stinks. But it also, I don't know, you know, if any of you guys were looking at YouTube Studio today, for those that check in on YouTube Studio, but it was having a lot of issues today. So I wonder if there was maybe like just an overall bug that was going on today. I do want to build a snowman or ride my bike around the halls. It seems some companies overdue. I've started talking to the pictures on the walls. I don't have a picture of Joan of Arc, so I can't say. Hang in there, Joan. Yeah, it's just interesting. It hasn't happened to me yet, and I've used it in all of my videos for well over a month now. So, yeah. A weird one. Yeah, YouTube Studio I think is just having some issues today. And also, like, it didn't count my my watch hours from stream last week. Just never counted them. And I was like, okay, well, I guess that's fine. I guess. But we'll see. I wonder if it's because I didn't make the VOD public immediately, though. I don't know. I was very confused, but it is all good. We are still well on track with or without the, you know, 14 hours that we got last week. It'll be all fine. I know. Huge crime. But it's all good. It's all good. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna need to make more probably, because when I made all of these slabs, I probably, you know, wasn't really thinking about the fact, oh my gosh, we did line it up right. Nice. That I was going to build this fun little staircase, but hey, look at us. We've built a fun little staircase bridge. And if we need to transport villages or anything, this will be a very nice thing to do that with. Just having all this space here. Okay, 8, 9, 10. How do I make my thumbnails? I make my thumbnails using, well, so for my titles, I use Blockbench. So I go into Blockbench and I just go to Minecraft, new Minecraft title, and I make a Minecraft title. And you can do anything. So that's what I did for like the thumbnail for this, is just on Blockbench. And then I loaded into this world before stream, and I took a screenshot of the starting thing, put a mask around it, put it in the background, and then put myself behind it. And so I guess that leads to the next question, which is how do I make the little versions of myself? And I do that with Blender. I use Blender to make little copies of myself. And that's pretty much all I do. And then I just throw some things together in Photoshop. I guess that's really like the bread and the butter of the whole thing, is I just put it in Photoshop after I've got all the little assets that I want, and then load it to YouTube. And I would recommend that because it is so easy to use Blender. And like, you know, like I thought it was going to be this huge like learning curve to try and figure out, but I was able to pick it up so fast, and like Now that's what I do. Literally, that's how I make all of my thumbnails now, is I make little characters in Blender, and then you can download anybody's skin and use them. You can put on the character models that are in Blender. So that's how I make, like, you know, a few episodes ago on Lucid, I made one with Sky. For the Mithril Realms series, I have one that I have with Zen and Alex in. Like, it's just kind of this easy way to make pretty high quality thumbnails. So highly recommend it, and Blender's free. And that's the biggest draw of that. Also, can I just say we ended that exactly where we needed to end that? That's beautiful. How to get hands in 3 steps. New video. Yep, there you go. Watch out for mobs getting onto the bridge and falling off. Yep. That is a great point, and that's why I am running over here, is so that I can make some more torches. So we can actually light it up. How did I... Don't know why I did that, but that's fine. Okay. Let's take a lot of this, and we're just gonna make... Boom, boom, boom. Maybe not all that. We'll do that. You can have that. Okay. Let's light this little bridge up, except we're gonna make it cute because I'm trying to be a good kid and actually put time into the things that we're doing and not just rush through this. Just because we're experienced doesn't mean we have to rush. So that's my hope for this, is that we're just taking our time as we need. All right, we need some signs. Beautiful. That's probably good. What else do I want? I want some trap doors. Well, I don't really want oak trap doors, but whatever. It's kind of the only option we have for right now. And now we can go and make some little lamp posts. I think those will look very nice. We just do like boom, and then we do boom, and then boom, and then boom, and then I think they need to be one taller than that, actually. I take it back. Oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, well, the good thing is nothing can spawn on this because we have it tall enough. Or we have it down, I guess, a block enough. So you go there, you go there. You are gonna stack up on this. Boom, boom. And now we can break all of this. And repeat. And not stand on this when we break it. Ha ha ha. That's how we would die. So now, if we get some lanterns, we could have some really nice little lights over there. Do we just turn the rest? Yeah, why not? Why not? We'll make, yeah, 6 lanterns. That's fine. We'll make 6 lanterns. We'll get some more iron in time. It'll be great. There we go. And now we just got to do this enough to make it right. Fence gates is not a bad idea either. That's true. You're clipping what? What did I say? I don't even know what I said. I'm not going to lie. Just started using Blender and it's great. Yeah. Yeah. I love Blender. I love it so much. And it's so easy. It's so straightforward. So I couldn't recommend it more. If you're looking for my recommendation, that is my wholehearted recommendation of what to do for better thumbnails. Hello, Cat. How's it going? We are currently trying to light up a bridge so that we don't have monsters spawn on it and try and ruin our lives. So we're making some fun little things, this is not how I was intending these to look, by the way. I was intending to have like little lampposts here and there, but I kind of like that we can just have them like this. But now it's got me wondering, can we do like a little... No, that's gonna look really dumb. That's well, no, we're scratch that idea. We're not doing that. You know, Tim, that's probably where those fence gates come in, right there. Just because we're professionals doesn't mean we need to rush. That's true. That is true. That is a pretty good meme. You're right. Here's the thing: is I accidentally say funny things sometimes, and I don't realize that I said them because I wasn't like 9 times out of 10 when we're streaming, My brain is off other than like focusing on what you guys are saying and what I'm trying to do in the moment, which is why I get so scatterbrained sometimes on stream. And by sometimes, I mean every single time on stream. So that's, yeah, that's why I didn't remember that, because I say things while I'm just like half paying attention. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I just say? What's getting clipped? That's fun. That's fun. Hope you're enjoying, Kat. Wait, Jay's here? Hey, Jay, I missed your first message. Yeah. No, it's actually, it's almost always Tuesdays. Except there are actually significantly more of you here than there were when I started, when I announced this. I will not be streaming next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I will be out of the state. So I will actually need to reschedule next week. So we are looking at doing it on Wednesday or Thursday of next week, probably. I get back into town on Wednesday. So I actually could stream like any time on Wednesday. I could stream during the day too. It doesn't even have to be in the evening. So if you guys are wanting a little midday pick me up, we could do a little midday stream. You know, you can watch me while you're working. There you go. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet what that's going to look like for next week. I do need to hydrate. I do need to sit up. You're right. I'm doing such a bad job. I just was looking at my posture and I was like, oh my gosh, he's just like sinking away into his chair. Ugh, I have water. I've got my water right here. I'm organized. I didn't realize. Wow. Hey, Sky, did you hear that? I'm organized. Death thinks I'm organized. Yes, don't forget Mithril. Yeah. Mithril's on Sunday. It's already uploaded. I'm not going to forget it. Yeah, I think, well, to be fair, this last week flew by. Like, when I realized today was, oh yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know, Zen. I got that written down. That's what I was saying. I could do Wednesday during the day. Compared to me, you think I could ever write myself? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, organized IRL. That's true. That is true. Yeah. Guys, look, I'm so happy that the chat is actually like working here right now. When it's super sunny out in the game, it's hard to see, but like, look at it. It's so pretty right now. Yeah, look, I've got a very nice kind of organized bookshelf over there. Not really, kind of. My desk is fairly organized, but here's my, all my videos that are coming out. I write them down on my little whiteboard, as well as extra stream ? Because I'm missing next week's stream. So this has the dates of what videos are coming out and when they're coming out, and I keep this on my desk. I'm more organized about YouTube than I am about real work sometimes, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I would rather be organized, more organized about the thing that I am solely responsible for, right? I do enjoy this music, but we're starting to feel like a little, okay, we're good, we're good. The music was starting to feel a little too good to be copyright free again. So I had to do a little check in there. Yeah, my room, here's the thing. My room gets very, very messy during the day. And then I always clean it on Tuesdays. I mean, very, very messy, he says, meaning that that jacket was on the ground and that blanket over there was on that futon or ottoman, because I sit in those chairs when I work sometimes. But yeah, I try to be very organized in here, but the organization and or disorganization level of my office is typically a good indicator of like my mental health status. If I'm feeling, you know, like in a good place, my room's probably pretty organized and clean. If I'm feeling stressed out, my room is probably a pit beyond belief. So that is, if you ever see my room like completely in shambles behind me, just ask me how I'm doing, okay? Just check in. Oh, I bet. Would you live in like an actual tiny home? That's so cool though. I mean, I'm sure it's crammed. I'm sure it's crammed and hard to keep organized and important to keep organized, but Oh, I've always thought tiny homes were so cool. Yeah. Okay, but Zen, your office is organized chaos, I would argue. Because when you showed it to me, I was like, you have everything everywhere, but it's all in its own place. Like I was amazed by how organized it all was for how much you actually have in there. So I think yours is kind of a step in the, like, you know, Zen. I was so amazed by how organized it was with how many things were in there. Oh, we're so close to having this done. Oh my gosh, this little bridge is gonna look so nice. The thing is, we are out of lanterns, but I already love it. Look at that. Oh, and the sun's, oh, how stunning, how stunning. Yeah, okay, well, that's a fair point. I'm not gonna be able to tell whether there is, what light level it is there unless we leave. Is this really the same amount of stairs? It's not the same amount of stairs because this level is much higher up than the other one is, but it still works out. No comment on any of this. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I bet it's very hard to do, but I'm sure it's peaceful. I always feel like the thing that I see people struggling the most with that is, you know, obviously like lessening the amount of things they have, because it's, you know, you only have so much space, so everything you have needs to be, it needs to have a purpose for being there. And I think, I don't know, as difficult as I'm sure that is to do, I'm sure there's some level of like catharsis to it as well. It's like, like, you know, it's nice to have these things clean up and kind of know that everything you have has a purpose instead of having tons of like needless random stuff. I say in an office of needless random stuff. So I don't know, but that's me speaking from, you know, obviously my own perception of it. So you living it can fully tell me if I'm being stupid, but that's just, I think that's cool. Look at that, we're all connected. We're all connected. I love it. Okay. I want more iron, but we don't have any more iron, so we don't get to have more iron. That's true. That's true. Thank you. I'm very happy with my little bridge. I'm trying to be, I feel like the last two stream short series things, I've kind of like flown through them and like started big projects, but not like actually taking the time to do them. And the thing is, doing these stream series in like a 10 episode span is probably the best way to do it, so that everybody, you know, like we're doing something new every now and then, we know when that's coming. But I'm trying to ensure that I take the time to have purpose-built things here, even if it's just, you know, bridging a gap between two spaces. So yeah, I'm trying to push myself to like actually develop things in this time around. Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, what do you have? Oh, you're just a baby librarian. But ooh, you'll trade me paper though, and we've got stuff over there to trade, not to mention all of, okay. So there is a librarian. I kind of want to find wherever his book is. Oh, look at this. Cartographer. Oh, so that's how we can find the portals later on, and these are teleporters. Look at that. Okay, good to know, and also I'm very glad that he's in a safe place. What I was saying was, I think we need to find wherever this guy gets this. There it is. And we are going to work with one of them until they become a mending villager, I believe. Or do we want unbreaking? Do we want mending? Or do we want protection 4? Yeah, protection. I think we at least try for protection 4. You guys choose. I'm going to do exactly what everybody is saying right now and put something on the bridge to protect mobs from walking between the places. So, a noble bridge of stone and iron. Its arches rising with steadfast grace above the river. Where lamplight by night turns the passage into a gilded path. It's beautiful. You know, I bet the sunset's going to line up perfectly with it too, and it's going to look even more. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You're right. Mending. Mending does kind of feel OP, but I feel like in something like this where I need the tool more than I need... A skeleton just spawned down here and died. But I know not how he died. Interesting. Yeah. I know. I think just given we have limited resources, the best option is probably to have mending. So I think I'm going to opt for let's do mending. Just because we need the resources here more than anything, I would argue. I am gonna take just an extra from both of those though, so that we can... Oh, we're gonna take 2 extras. We'll just do it like that. There we go. And then we can do a little that to make one of those, and we'll just drop that behind. Actually, I can leave all of this behind now, can't I? At least for now. Grab that, drop that. And let's go make a little fence gate thing on this side so the villagers aren't throwing themselves off of cliffs. That would be so sad. Sam, what is the name of cycling mob? Been trying for days to get mending. Tired of breaking lectern. Oh, the cycling mod? Zen's the one. Zen knows that. I don't know what the name of... Yeah, yeah, there you go. Okay, here's the problem. I think, nope, nothing should be able to get up here. Okay, sweet. Unless, oh, but mobs can jump, can't they? So it probably could. I don't know, if anything spawns up there and gets over here, that's my own fault, I guess. Yeah, we do need food. You know what's amazing to me? I haven't ate in a long time, and, oh hey, look, sponge. We found the sponge. Look at that. I haven't ate in a long time, and yet our hunger replenishes though. So it's, I think it's something special about like the difficulty that they have. I think it's a special type of difficulty. Okay, well we can just put this right there. Look at that. Fills in that gap. Let's go ahead and find our... Ooh. We can brew things over here. I mean, we still need to get blaze rods and stuff, but we can at least brew things over here. Is there another villager in here anywhere? No. I just need to trap one of them and just do the annoying trade things. All right, you, my friend. Okay. Let's do this, and then we'll do this. And then like that, and then maybe one of them will walk around this and be like, oh yes, I am the librarian. Don't you know you are the librarian? No? None of you? None of you wish to be? The wondrous poet Death. Did Death do another poem while I wasn't paying attention? Precious tome imbued with wondrous power to restore tools and armor, granting endless service to those. Lovely. The sponge is like the secret things that are hidden in each thing. So there's a single sponge hidden in each jar. So it's just a fun collector's thing in this. Is nobody wanting to be the librarian? Would anyone like to be the librarian, please? I'll place it again if I need to. You just think one of them would track to it. Ugh, look at how pretty it all looks. Look at how pretty it all looks. Oh my gosh. Okay, maybe this is too off to a side. I don't know. Do I need to like place this another place? I'll just go put it back. We'll see if anybody comes and gets it. Aha. Yep, you're trapped in here now, my friend. Thank you. Your only option is to trade with me. I will give you no other option. Oh yeah, this is how we're gonna spend the next 30 minutes. Let's do it. Let's do it. Little does this guy know that even once he has mending for me, he's getting turned into a zombie. Not on purpose. Well, definitely on purpose, but I'm kind, I promise. I'll heal you. Ooh, I don't need fire protection, but it's not bad. If I had just hit him, that iron golem was going to end my life. I would not be able to leave here. Loyalty? Yeah. That's true. We should go check the cork up at the top. That's not a bad idea at all. This is very familiar. Yep. Yep. I'm sure, especially if you've just been doing this. Oh, it's nighttime. Let's have ourselves a little sleep. It's perfect timing. All right. What are you now? Loyalty? I don't need you to be loyal. I need you to be a mender, a healer. I feel like enchantments for fishing poles might not actually be a bad thing in whole here, but that's not gonna be my first priority. Oh, look at the seat. Wow. Let's look at the seat 3 too. I will say, I think whatever mending we get first is the mending we're gonna try and lock him on. But the problem is we don't have anything to trade at all. So it's almost useless to be doing this right now because he's just gonna reset trade. Unless it's like paper or something that we can trade. You know what? Before I make any dumb decisions and accidentally get this all messed up for us, let's go make some paper so that we can actually trade something to lock the trade in. No, I don't have a book, Tim, and that's exactly why I'm backing off of what I'm doing. Oh, a Fletcher's a great idea, Zen. Do we have gravel that I can dig through and get some flint from? Do not have any gravel here. There is a singular piece of gravel down here. It was right there. Oh, you know what? There's some more gravel up top, I think. So if I can just grab these 2 gravel and then we just do a little bit of gravel grinding here. We can do that. Yeah, sticks will be able to trade easy peasy with a, there's one. We'll be able to trade easy. There we go. I guess we're taking that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And now we can cut down all the trees. Yes, I do. Well, I now have flint. I didn't have flint a second ago, but now I do. Cut down all these trees, and hopefully they're not connected to the big trees, so they will all break on their own. I could see that not breaking. I feel like I shouldn't mine up that one, because that's just not going to work. So we'll let those fall. We'll grab the sticks, and we'll come back for more. Sounds good, Jay. Enjoy walking the dog. Is this Tamarind that we speak of, or is Tamarind an old dog? If so, Tamarind deserves all the love. Any dog deserves all the love, but Tamarind's important, obviously. Ah, it is the Tamarind. Oh my gosh. Exciting. Give Tamarind all of the loves from all of us. Yeah, I should make a tree farm outside the jar. Is a fantastic idea, Mr. Zentai. I should do that maybe alongside this as we're walking. Wouldn't that be so pretty? Do we actually, do we have a lot of dirt? I don't know if we have, how much dirt we have. We might be able to do that just for fun. Ugh, he's just about the same age as Willow. My sweet Willow girl. I think she's taking a nap right now. She probably would love to come say hi to everybody though. Or she'll be like, Dad, I'm trying to sleep, man. Leave me alone. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I don't know if we're gonna be able to make it like too crazy big yet. Because, you know, obviously like doing it like this is gonna be, we're gonna need a lot more dirt, but I think we can at least start one. And what I'm thinking here, and you guys can tell me if this is dumb, is I'm going to just line trees on this row of dirt. So the trees are going to kind of just build a natural kind of arch barricade thing through this that we can kind of sift through. And we'll decide how that looks once we actually have it, but I think it could look really cool. So we'll focus on this one side first. Obviously we're going to need more dirt, but it looks like we could mine up quite a bit of dirt from over there and obviously from over here. So, oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday to your sister. Ugh. Jeepers is such an awesome name for a dog. And nothing I do is dumb except dying. Yeah, dying is the dumbest thing I can do. All right, we've got some bone meal. We've got some trees. Let's make a silly little tree farm. Okay, I've got an idea. And it might look really dumb. Here's the thing. I don't know if this is going to work how I want it to, because it's going to try and grow there. So once upon a long time ago, I made like a wall like this, and I just planted a bunch of trees and had them grow right next to each other. And I'm wondering if that's still a thing that you can do. Well, I mean, not exactly gorgeously, but it looks like it is. So maybe I'm just going to lay these down and see how they grow and if they grow. And if they don't, we'll start to kind of expand things. But imagine this kind of having a, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I understand that half my trees have fallen to the void. Imagine kind of having this little like arch of trees is kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, that's so cute. Riker the puppy. What a good name. All right, we need to get up there. I want to go see what that is. We also need some more iron. Yeah, we're gonna see if this works. I'm not confident that that's gonna work at all, but I want to give it a try. And if it works, that's awesome. If it doesn't work, we'll change something up. It seems so much darker over here for whatever reason. So I don't have like necessarily full confidence that this is going to grow how I want it to, but I know it has been able to in the past. So if we could get it to do it again, that would be pretty neat. And then obviously as we get more dirt, we can actually expand that out a little bit more and make it less jam-packed, but I think it'd be cool. And also if we can get ourselves a little bit of like a skeleton spawner or something, oh, that would be nice. You know, I'm starting to wonder if mobs can spawn out here. Like, do you think the reason that skeleton died in there was because it's not supposed to spawn there? Like, do you think I could even build a mob farm out here? I'd want to. Okay. Well, I genuinely think we have enough materials to do that already. Yeah, we definitely have enough cobblestone to do that already if we wanted to. The only thing we'd be missing... no, we wouldn't really, because we could make all the trapdoors too. Yeah, except one chunk all over, except for the fact that we're going to build the mob farm first so that we get all the loot and levels nice and early. Loot and levels sounds like I'm talking like I'm, you know, like in an old western. Loot and level this town. That's me. There's my best southern accent. Oh, goodness. What if we do it? What if we just do it? Why not? We're gonna make obviously more slabs because we need more slabs, but I think this could be a fun little idea. So let's do a few more stacks of slabs. We will also drop the unnecessary, well, we're actually gonna need signs. That's probably good. We'll drop the unnecessaries here. And we'll do just another little bit like that, maybe. The song is always a shocker when it comes on. I'm always like, oh my gosh, I was not expecting the hardstyle dubstep. All right, what can we drop? I don't need to have all of this in my inventory at this very second. We can leave our walls behind for now until we have more iron sorted out. There we go. There we go. Look at that. We got a ton of bread now. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, whatever, right? Let's do it. That's what I was wondering. If they could, wouldn't they spawn on top of the jars? I know, that's kind of what I had been wondering, but I'm wondering if it's that they can't spawn into the jar chunks and that these middle chunks are the free zones, perhaps? Oh, well, good for fixing it. I'm glad that you fixed that. I don't know. Oh, gosh, I'm feeling like Tim, those are the questions that are coming to me. That maybe what we need to do is just have ourselves a little bit of just a watch over here and see if anything spawns like right here. Cause this is a 0 block, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, these are 0 blocks. So as long as we are a ways away from it, it should make it so that mobs, any possible mobs could spawn there. And if mobs can spawn there, then that confirms that we can build something, right? So maybe we'll do that. Yeah. No, let's do that. Let's put a couple of blocks out this way, perhaps. We'll just do just a little 3x3 platform here, and then we're gonna run away, and we're gonna see. That's fair. Yep. One of the best parts about, you know, working on the other house is, you know, having to become an electrician. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea too, Mr. Zen. I just wanna sit and watch. I feel like this side of the map, we're probably not gonna be able to get far enough away from it though, so maybe I'll actually run all the way down here and see if they'll spawn once we're further this way, because I think we need to be like 70 blocks away, and I don't know if we can get 70 blocks away over here. Oh, hey, look! Another tree grew. So if we stand all the way over here, can we get something to spawn there? My problem and concern is that there's a lot of decent places for mobs to spawn. Yeah, there's zombies over there. Like, you know, there's a lot of other places mobs could spawn that I don't know if they are going to spawn over here. But that does make me think that maybe, you know, like, look at how tall this one is. We could build a little bit of a mob farm in there, I almost guarantee. I think we could. So if that doesn't spawn anything, I think we'll be able to do that over there. Oh, look at all those. We got some sheep, pigs, cows, guardians maybe? I can't tell what that spawner is supposed to be over there, but glad it's alive again. That's good. Yeah, iron golem, so mobs, yeah. Right, I guess that's the question. I don't know, nothing's spawning on that, so it's kind of making me wonder if the liminal spaces are non-spawnable. But let's see, like, does it say if I look anywhere? Does it have like a... I don't know. Yeah, Minecraft the Void. All of this is the Void. Look, do you see that? The biome that we're in? The Void. And then here we're in the plains. Mobs can't spawn in the Void. So I think I think that maybe we're not able to spawn things in the void. Because just looking at this, I mean, look, it says it there under oh, you guys can't see it. It's behind my video, but biome the void, biome plains. So I think it's actually limited to the jars. The light level over here is all 0. Look at this. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So this whole area is spawnable right here. But I think it's because it's just technically the void. Yeah, I think it needs to be in one of the glass jars. So that kind of answers that for us. Is that I thought there was a woodland mansion over there. But like I was saying, that jar right there looks like a pretty good jar to try and build a little spawner in, even if it's just small. I think that could work really nice. So that actually gives me some comfort though, because that means that mobs shouldn't be spawning over here and like raiding the villages, which is good. We don't want that. Okay, too many little guys are trying to sleep, so we will sleep and just make it happen. Oh, I don't know. That's a really good question then. I don't know. We might need to do some research. I'm just gonna do that. Yes, we do need to get mending. We do only have 10 minutes left though. What I really want is more iron. I haven't died yet today. We could try. We could try. I've never actually tried to kill an iron golem, so I don't know if it's 3 blocks or 4 blocks up I need to go. Looks like it's 4 blocks up. Oh, no, it's this. Oh, I didn't realize how close I was to that. So I'm safe if I get close to him. Okay. I've never done that before, so I got worried. I got worried. I was like, I don't want to die by golem today. All right, where is our crafting bench? Let's make some more lanterns. I more than anything would like to ensure that we finish our little walkway. So let's go back over here and finish this real quick. Let's hope we're also still listening to. Yeah, we are. We're good. Gosh, sometimes the music's just too good for me to believe that it's actually copyright free. Alrighty. So we're gonna need, yep, just a few more that I left over there. But then I think that's everything. Thank you all for the 3 block note. I will try that next time. All I know is that normally I build it too low and then I die at the hands of iron golems because I'm a dummy little guy. Oh, look at that. All of our trees are growing in. I do need to make them not grow out like this though. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're really growing. Okay, we're gonna have to do some shaping so these don't look absolutely terrible with me doing this, but there we go. Look, trees are growing. It does work. Hello, Derpy. Welcome back. Yep. Look, I'm a simple man, Tim. I'm a simple man. I saw Golem. I saw the iron come to mind, and I was like, ah, yes, this is for me to do now. Oh, darn. I thought I was gonna have enough there, but I do. It looks like I need to go back for one more wall. I haven't died yet. I haven't died yet. I thought I was gonna die, but I didn't die. I turned on my brain. Yeah, that's true. That's not a bad idea, Tim. Using shears to get some leaves. What was I doing? I need these. Actually, I don't need all of these. As a matter of fact, I will leave all but one. Because I only need the one. We had some extra torches in there. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I haven't died yet. We did build this walkway and we're slowly getting trees to grow into it because I think that would be super fun. So we're getting these trees to fill kind of a whole space. Look, there's an enderman that spawned up there and he's just fallen. He's over there though. So Intriguing. All right, let's see. Does this light it all the way down? It does. Look at that. We have a fully illuminated walkway. That's great. That's awesome. Okay. Well, I guess I don't need to be carrying around all of this cobblestone. Mostly because we can't build the farm that I thought we were maybe going to try and build. So since that's not going to work, we're not really required to carry around as much of this as we are. So yeah, we're just going to brutalize these trees. Unfortunately, that's fine. They're going to look fine when they're all together. It's going to look cool, I think. And if it doesn't, guess what? We get to tear it all down and get a ton of wood out of it. So it is a win-win regardless. So there we go. All right. Cool. We got an extra lantern. You can go there then. Pretty lantern. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at that. Okay. Let's also go ahead and just mimic how that looks over there. Yeah. Nice. Sweet. Okay, where are our extra chests? There they are. I am wondering if maybe we just need to... Well, I guess for now we're just going to do some chest regular organizing like that. But I'm thinking here maybe in the next stream, we can try and figure out building just a little bit of a house for us, maybe just out here in this open area. You are right, Tim. We got 5 minutes. We could build over to another jar. The question is, what jar do we want to build to? Do we want to build to the food and the animals over there? Or do we want to build to the spruce? I kind of want to build to the spruce. Not gonna lie. But also the animals would be so easy. That's an easy win right there. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's grab up our slabs that we've just put down. And I don't know if this is an even gap. Kind of looks like that might be center right there if we do this. So we're going to try this. I like the split between food and spruce. My plan is to only do this on live unless people really love it, in which case I can maybe do a little bit of a split. Oh, do we want to we should make a pretty bridge here too, right? Even though it's not very high up over there, there's no reason not to make it pretty. Yeah, I think having food is probably a good option for us to do. So I am gonna opt for starting the walkway toward food. I think this is as tall as I'm gonna make it over here. I'm not gonna make it too much taller than that. And then we'll let it level back down once we get over here. But I honestly, when I was booting this up and like thinking about streaming this tonight, I was like, dang, this would be a really fun little mini series to do. So we'll see, because you know, I think it could be really fun to do as a mini series. But yeah, we'll just kind of decide and see what people want, because we could also, you know, do this as it is for now and then decide later, okay, you know, we want to actually do this again as a mini series, and then I can do it kind of more as a experienced, like, hey, look, I've done this before, here's what I learned, let's do it again kind of thing. So that's what I'm thinking. I do this. This should allow me to make dumb choices. Actually, we're gonna wait to do that until I filled in this. The thing is, I don't know if this is how far out I need to make this or if it's too far, but we're gonna try and start with this and just see how this looks. Boom, and then we'll just build right across. Did anybody else hear that go bum 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 when I placed those? That was pretty fun. I know. There's a lot of progress. We did a ton. Just bridge building mostly, but still quite a bit of work. We also found some diamonds while we were down there. I don't know if we did that before you were back or not, but we did also do that, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so if we do this and then over is what we're supposed to do for this side, so that at least gives us the next upward layer like that. And then if we can, let's see, we want to layer water off the side that we are going to be working on. So let's do it like this. Be very careful. So we do that, and then similar thing over here. So we'll pick this up again. Okay, look at us. We're getting good. We're getting good. I'm learning how to be a smart and safe gamer. I think this is going to line up all right. I don't think it's going to be perfectly how we want it, but I think it's going to be pretty good. So that's the height for this one. That's the height for that one. And that should get us to the same level. No, this is the same level over there. But that gets us level with this. So this actually works out, I think. So what if we just do a little fill in like this? And we'll let this all level itself out down here once it gets down here. Boom. And then maybe a little bit of hoof not falling there would be the smart choice. There we go. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Bridge. Bridge. We did it. All right. So now we've got another bridge put together. Not complete with walkways, but what we can do now is fill in this space with our cobblestone so that we have a nice set area for our work over here. And then I'm thinking, what if we do kind of like we did on the 1 block survival? What if we did just a little bit of like a nice little rounding off of the end like this? Nothing too crazy. We could even expand that later if we wanted to, but I think that'll look nice. And then that way, if we wanted to make this a covered space, we could even have like a little bit of a covered pergola type thing over there that's in a nice shape. I think that's a smart choice. That's a smart choice. There is a smart choice. I don't know why chat is getting so delayed for you, my friend. Sorry that that happens to you. Yeah, there was, I'm not gonna lie, there were a couple times that I was like, oh my gosh, am I about to fall off of this? And I can't make a face about it because I don't want to get scared. But I did survive. Look, we've now made a safe place. And we can also throw, well, maybe we'll just throw some torches down like this for now. We'll just do in the 4 corners. Because I think that should light up the whole space, yeah. Again, not that it really seems to matter, but better than not having any light at all, right? So that's perfect. And you know what? I know we're a couple minutes over. Let's go ahead and do at least the structuring of these. Obviously, we don't have the iron to make all of the lanterns that we want to put up. So we're not gonna make all the lanterns. Oh, except we got 3 lanterns just lying around right here. So maybe we could. Maybe we could. I don't know. That could be fine, I guess. So if we do a lantern here, and we do a little bit of this, boom, 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 boom. Okay. How much light does that get us in distance? We'll just snag. Oh, which lantern do we want to snag? We could snag this one, and we'll replace you with the torch. So if I put you here, your light goes out to right here. But that makes me think we're going to be too close to this for it to really matter. So we need to do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there's 20 spaces in between them, which means it's not going to add up very nicely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, so it's 20. Do you think Do you think I'm good with just, I mean, you're right. You're right, because it's not gonna, nothing's gonna spawn in the middle, so I don't need to worry about it. If I want it to just fill in, I don't need to worry about it. You're right. You're right. Yes, welcome to Counting with Sam, everybody's favorite sport and educational pastime. Boom. Okay. Well, I guess we need one more lantern then. So if we grab this one, and once again, replace with torch, maybe this will work. So right there is the 0. So if I back up now. Okay, so we don't have a 0, we get 1s. These are obviously 0s though. So this is technically a spawnable 0, but since it's the void, maybe nothing will spawn here and I don't have to worry too hard about it. Oh, or we just move them all. No, I don't want to move them in one more. I don't want to move them in one more. I think this looks nice. It looks lovely. I think it works. It's perfect. Look at it. Look at how nice. Hold on, let's go to the other side again. We did a good job. We did a good job. Yeah, you're right. Well, it's a top slab though, so I think technically something could spawn if it wanted to, but just look at this. It's all connect. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Except now we've set ourselves into having to make these pathways every time we want to, you know, go connect somewhere, but that's okay. That's good. We should make difficult pathways. They're fun that way. Sweet. All right, friends, that's going to be it then. We've hit our 2 hours. We've got 2 bridges done. We did quite a bit. So I'm going to now click this button. We're done. We're done for today. I'm going to record briefly so I can take a screenshot of it later though, but thank you all so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out. It's always so fun to have you here. Like I said, no stream next Tuesday, but there is still a video tomorrow, a video on Sunday, and a video next Wednesday, and maybe a stream next Wednesday. It might be Thursday. We'll decide later. I'll let you all know when, but I haven't decided that one yet. So yeah, but that's it. Everyone have a lovely, lovely night. Take care, and I will see you all very soon.